figured out I got my tag about 3 days ago. I just ain't put it on. Alright, so I figured out why you gotta take all that info, your driver license, insurance number, information, current insurance to the VA office to get your tag. So like I said, I said, I thought about it. Just look it up. Alright, so I looked it up. And yeah, in Alabama, you still don't have to do it. You just do what I said. You just go and get your award letter and take it down there. You take your award letter to the DMV and they give you the tag. All right, now the reason I'm talking about it because I ain't even know all this. I was doing it just to mess, but the first time I did it like when I first got out, '03. I had been out for a couple of years, and you saw the other vets. So yeah, I went and got mine. At the time I didn't know about gang stalking. I knew something was going on, but I'm in the hood something with my old homies, even though they got brainwashed too. So it wasn't a big deal. But now, they're gonna be upset, but because everything's a competition, and you know how I get to the point. Let me pull this up. All right, so the Alabama, it says I was just looking up to see if did they change like up here, and you got to do all that extra stuff, but no, you just take your paperwork, you know, yeah, your A for David, that's your award letter, and yeah, 10%. That's like I said back then. I had like 30% or whatever. But my point in saying I'm getting to it. But my point in bringing this up is I didn't know. Now remember I said it, but last week I said, man, you gotta go through. I wasn't mad. I just said, it just had to, I had to bring it all. I was just going. I actually was just going to get an award letter because I thought it was the same. You just take your, current 2024 award. You got to say, January or whatever, 2024, and I, then yeah, you got to fill out. But I looked it up first, and it's like, oh, you got to. So I knew to go to the office, and it wasn't a big deal. Like I said, they turned it into the adults, meaning it, like what I was talking about last week. It's always been in the county services building, whatever. Even if you live in a small town, it's gonna be where the food stamps and all that at. It's all the county, but or whatever you going for. It's like the but all right, I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. But the reason I figured, and actually when I saw it, I'm like, I didn't want this. It's just the one in Alabama just say, you know, that. And if some of it say your branch, Army, Air Force, that's all I wanted. But this means I get to park in handicap spot. I'm not, no, I'm like, I thought it would go by your injury. You got to take in your paperwork. You this and that, you're old. I know, I got members of my family that's real old and, they got it, because they can barely walk. But it's not just, but this is their rules. And more than likely, I'm not going, park there because I'm just used to parking, wherever. But to them, it's just like I said. I just wanted my tag. because I can, and I always, like I said, I started in 2000 getting those tags. I mean, not 2000, but 2003 or four. But the few times I might, if there's no spots, because it's like I didn't even think. I think something told me to do it because of like I said, when I go to the pickup to pick up the Instacart or Target, remember I told you they'll park next to me and get out and park there, and get out because it's nothing illegal. It's just these these spots are for pickup, Instacart pickup or drive up pickup, and they'll get out and they'll park. As soon as I get there, they'll park next to me, or either remember they was taking up all the spots where you couldn't get in and leave it, and there's no drivers in there. They're just, you can tell they're just parked. See now, remember I don't, because to them it wasn't. It's like, why? How does that make you mad? Remember I couldn't understand how is that me better than you? Because I don't want to go in. Y'all the ones follow me around and get in front of me and try to run into me purposely. So why would I go in the store? It's easier to just do this, and So, but to them, it's more like I think I'm better than them. The other ones following me. So now it's like, okay, let me see y'all parking these handicap spots because I can. Let's see what happened. It is like I didn't even think it is. That's what it says. Like somebody else is watching and it's like, okay, they want to keep being funny. Just like I keep telling y'all, I want to keep being funny, and stuff I don't even think of is just coming to me, and then I find out the reason why. And they just keep. I gotta take my install it, but anyway, it's just a screw. But so it's just funny. I keep telling you, it's just getting worse and worse for them, and there's nothing they can do. It's totally legal. I got all my documents. I got my IDs, my veteran IDs in my pocket. I got everything. You don't even need your paperwork. I got my military ID. You only get that at a certain percentage. It says indefinite. It's the same one an active duty member has, but it's really just to get on post. That's all it is for commissary benefits. But it's still, stuff like that, or because all the posts are closed now, so I can get on. The rest of us, this all so we can just, if there's a post nearby, we can go to the commissary or whatever. But still, and the ID for and it don't matter. It's registered to be, so it don't matter. It's in my name, so I ain't even gotta have all that. It's already, that's what all the paperwork was for. I know these niggas go, and it is the niggas, the house niggas, because I'm finna segue into something else, as they say. I saw this video. It's fucking disgusting, horrifying. And I used to like this guy. Another one from the 90s. He was down with Outkast. That's how he got started. Killer Mike. Everybody remember? Well, I don't know about y'all. And what was that? The Whole World. Remember that song, Outkast? By then, they was a big group. More world famous. That song, The Whole World. And that's how he got introduced. All right. So anyway, I see this video a couple of days ago. I'm just getting to it today. And just listen to what he says.
You can't donate today. Don't even think about it. I know times are tough because Joe Biden has...
Hey, this governor's doing a good job. In terms of nationally, I'm just kind of doing what my grandfather...
All right, so this guy is Killer Mike. And he's one of the ones, like I said, we don't need spokesmen. We don't need activists. We don't need a new Martin Luther King. We just need good politicians of any race. Not politicians, because that's, we all know what career politicians are, the rhinos and the Democrats. And like I said, you can tell by their actions, they can't just make speeches and we're all beholden to the hope speeches. Oh, hope. Trump already bust all that shit out. All they had is already there. We don't need new laws like Democrats. Oh, we're signing a new immigration. You don't need a new law. It's already on the books. All you got to do is enforce the laws. You're the president. Close down the border. We don't need new laws. We don't need speeches. There ain't no old Republicans who don't want to sign the new bill. There's no need for a new bill. Everything's already there. All right. So anyway, this is just this again, and he goes on that show the evil show with Whoopi Goldberg and them, The View. And so this guy, I guess he's thinks he's but he's a young white guy. I guess he's thinks he's one of the ones that's woken up. So I guess he's happy. I never seen him before, and I just happened to click on it the other day, and I'm like, who's the Grammy? And then I see, yeah, you see the title. I saw the title first. Grammy winner had, with the View host, and then I could see that chick Sunny. Everybody know her just like Whoopi and what's the one, the old one, with the glasses. The one always is real bitter, mouth always screwed up. All of them, Joy. Is her name Joy too? But anyway, so.
There was an incident at the Grammys.
But
it led to you being taken out in handcuffs and arrested. That was wrong. Obviously, it's an ongoing legal matter, so I don't know how much you can say about it.
So as a prosecutor, I can't say it.
You can't say much. But can you just give us some sort of description, because people are saying they're talking too much.
Don't lie. You can not like me, but don't lie on me.
We have The View. These people are...
I mean, see, kids like that, he's trying, right? But he's so young, he probably was raised in a liberal household. I mean, this is me judging now. What do you want to making what do you call it when you assumption? He looked like he's raised, liberal white folks. But I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. All that is everything. I just wanted to give you a little context.
They're scum. I'm your host, Josiah David Moody with Resist the Mainstream. Before we get into this video of The View getting dunked on, please make sure you guys like, subscribe, maybe even leave a comment down below. Now, we have a Grammy winner who goes on the show, and The View hosts try to...
One, the Grammys, most of us never cared about the Grammys since the 80s. I mean, my family... early 80s, like since Michael Jackson. He never, we used to watch it. I remember as a real little kid, I even used to be excited. The Grammys, the Kool and the Gang or somebody, was going to be on there. But it's like 82, 83, but I stopped watching it. I just, it was just like, And, my folks were like, it's just, celebrities giving each other a pat on the back. So,
force him into the corner, force him into the Joe Biden corner, and he won't have it. His response is...
I'm a former prosecutor.
Yeah.
And there were some other headlines that came out. And I was very upset about it.
She's an idiot.
Because it was unnecessary, and you don't do that on that special night, especially for what I read about. So what I'm going to ask you is, there was an incident at the Grammys.
And someone's always making her look stupid. I mean, it's not just him. But let me just get to the point. This is what I call disgusting. And got me disappointed in him basically forever from now on.
Is doing a great job around housing in Atlanta, and I don't want that to be lost. Even though we have a Republican governor, Brian Kemp, I have a good relationship with him. I like what he's done in terms of Georgia business. We've been leading business amongst all states for the last 10 years, and he brought back the Hope Scholarship.
Now, see, that's smart. You see what I'm saying? He's not, we need free housing. See, he got money. He even though he's a rapper, he got businesses. He knows you got to have business, not social justice. That's what the problem is. They trying to, like I said, give everybody a little bit of free stuff, a free cheap house, and a free bus ride pass, a free bus pass, and they supposed to be happy. We're telling them, get you a free trade, trade school, community college is basically free, Pell Grants. Now you're making a lot of money, $20, $30, $25 an hour as a welder or a machine operator or machinist. You don't need none of that free shit. And you might end up owning your own business, a plumber or something. You got your own plumbing service. That's why you need people who care about business more than racism, all that stupid shit. But anyway, let me let it play.
So if you're a kid in Georgia, you're poor, you got to be average, you can go to college for free or trade school. So in my community, girls are going...
Now, see, I hadn't heard that part, but see, that's what I'm saying. We're all on that. So everybody's on that page. College, and basically, really, everybody's saying trade school, because college is less, unless you got a specific goal, you want to be an educator, English or whatever, medical field, a nurse, a doctor, whatever, it's a waste of time for anything else. But anyway,
college, but boys don't have anywhere to go and they're not choosing to. In my community, I have a push for trades. That's why I support organizations like Georgia Youth Build. I support organizations like Next Level Boys Academy because they usher out boys. I need my daughters to be able to marry somebody. Right. So,
okay, listen to what he said. That sounds like he been listening to me all these years about trade school, and not just for the boys, but yeah. Anyway, he said he need his daughter to be able to marry somebody, right? Okay, now listen, this is the killing part that got me I'll never listen to him ever again.
Even in that case, I have said, okay, this governor's doing a good job. In terms of nationally, I'm just kind of doing what my grandfather said, staying out of white folks' business and watching what happens.
And they're laughing. That's what I'm talking. Staying out of white folks' business. He's a millionaire, talking like he's some little boy in the 1950s in a Democrat city, staying out of white folks' business. And this is 2024. And why would he's my age, or probably a year or two older, or maybe younger, I don't know, but he's my generation, right? Why was your granddad telling you to stay out of white folks? In the 80s, he's talking about in the 80s problem. Your granddad should have been telling you, like everybody else, the rest of us, whatever. That white man is just like you. He's no different than you. That millionaire, a black millionaire, O.J. Simpson. This is the 80s. Whoever it is you looking up to, or you think you less than, you got to listen. Bow down to, not someone who's your supervisor, or your teacher. He puts his pants on just like you. He's a man, one leg at a time. He's no different than you. He's up there spreading this stuff. He just got through talking about trade school, but then he's going to put this in these little boys. That means he also probably has a program in Atlanta where he mentor, air quotes, little boys and teenagers. How you going to mentor them and tell them that they're less than white man? Stay out of white men. He's talking about an election. No, you get in their business. Whoever goddamn is the president, whoever is the mayor, city council, you get in their business. It ain't white folks. That's everybody's. That's all of our business. What the hell? How are these people? But the good thing, like I said, I think most people will agree. I don't have to say anything. White folks, stay out of white folks' business. No, you take your slave ass and whatever, put your head down and when you walk by a white man and say, how you doing, sir, with your eyes on the ground and shit, and let him pass by. How you doing, sir? It's a nice day we have some mighty fine weather down here down south. We're in Atlanta, sir. But that they wanted to talk all this shit about gangster, but Killer Mike was never a gangster rapper. So, but he was. That's what I'm saying. That's why. But we liked him back then. He was more on that, whatever, that outcast type of shit. Well, that's what we started with. But he did, he talk all that shit, little shit too, about dope and all that. But he just, and it's not, he was positive and gangster rap is negative. Gangster rap is positive, but I'm just saying. And now he's on this, yes sir, boss type shit. But it's all good. They exposing themselves. But anyway, I got stuff to do. Let me put this tag on the car so I can make these folks mad and I can go and handle my business. Oh yeah, I had to put my air conditioner up in the window.